a lot. Thank you.
You know, one of the things I don't like about this stage? The shitty set with the bad trees over there. I feel like,
So I still have a Q&A here.
You know, Misha, I'd just like to say, you really know how to fuck up Three Guys panel. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that one right here.
listen, until we play the song, you're not officially here. So you can stay there all you want, but you're not officially here.
What song are we playing?
We're gonna play.
It sounds like we're picking up the police scanner at monitors here.
I got a 1090 over.
I say we go right into our Misha song.
You got a creeper in the fake bushes over there.
So let's just do it. Let's just make you actually physically exist. Are we ready? You don't exist yet. Myself, bye, and there's Misha Cutlets.
We're just taking photos, but we call them photo opportunities. I suppose conceivably somebody could opt to not take a photo at that point, but no one to date has done that. So we have the photo opportunities, and we are, you know, a lot of actors from sci-fi shows have been doing this for decades, and typically they will sit in a chair and you will stand on the tape mark next to them and ideally not touch them. And we have done a slight twist on that, which is we will do, you know, whatever BDSM pose, whatever you want. Not sullied by multiple packs, just one decent large pack. What? Never mind. I don't want you to clarify whatever you said. What? Do you have a question? Can you get us back on track here, please?
Thank you, Misha. I just wanted to let you know that Castiel's my favorite character, and I madly love you.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. I'm just going to quickly text Jared and Jensen then.
My question is,
yes.
do you have any favorite birthday traditions? And the reason I'm asking that is because one of my best friends who's sitting in the front row over there, it's her birthday today. And her name is Jackie. So, want to share one of your traditions with us?
Hi, Jackie. Happy birthday. Are you Jackie with the white t-shirt on?
Yes.
She's utterly motionless. I think she might currently be unconscious. She's still sitting up in her chair, but she's utterly motionless. Up, a slight shake of the head like this.
She's going to kill me, just so it's been nice knowing.
Oh yes, she is. That I'm certain of. Well, Jackie, happy birthday today. Birthday traditions. Yeah, we do birthday spankings, birthday stripteases. Birthday traditions. You know, we're not really that big on birthday traditions now that you mention it. I like to try to make a cake for whomever it's the birthday of. Jackie, I'm sorry I didn't know it was your birthday. And we're really not set up for baking up here. What? We could order a birthday cake. That would be impressive if it came in time, because it's kind of late in the. You do? Has it yet been compromised in any way? Is it mostly intact or completely intact? Is it for somebody's birthday? Did you just offer to give away your friend's birthday cake? It's times like these when you know who your real friends are, isn't it? Well, Jackie, I put my mother's birthday in Gish this year, the scavenger hunt. And it was a very surreal experience. So I installed an app on her phone that she was unaware of, and I was like, hey Mom, Dad, what do you have for pictures? What's your password? And then put a tracking app that drops pins wherever she is, which I can turn on whenever I want. And so we were driving around town. It was her birthday. I had put an item in the scavenger hunt, which was like, come take a picture with my mother in the background. And I was sort of imagining like nature photography, like somebody like doing a selfie like this with my mother, a distant silhouette in the background, you know. And so we were driving around town, and this app was dropping pins randomly. And we drove past this little park, and it dropped a pin, and then we went to buy some buckets to go blackberry picking, and I was like, where should we go? Oh, I know, there's that park. We should go blackberry picking at that park. And I really hadn't planned it, had no idea, but the app had dropped a pin there, and a fucking ton of people were in the park waiting for us when we got there. And they completely mobbed my mother, who, my mom, she likes attention, and it was good at first. But then it was like, help! There are people all around her, smothering around her and clogging up the parking lot, and the park police came. And your team was there. Yeah, they were a big problem. They were a big part of it. And then, but there were all these presents. She had tons of presents, and the house was full of balloons, and it was great because I didn't have to do shit, you know? It was so smart to outsource that. Anyway, should we sing happy birthday to Jackie and then move on? Who has perfect pitch here? You? Okay, come on up. Do you have perfect pitch? I guess. You can both come. Let's see if you actually have perfect pitch. Okay. All right. Okay, let's hear high C above C.
Okay. Do you want to do high or low? I'll do high, okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Castiel could never do that. Yes, don't act surprised. Yes. Oh, don't do that. That's not fair. Puppy dog faces are not fair. That's not fighting fair. She's still doing it. That's not fair.
Do it back!
All right, fine. You want to play that way? She held on, though. She's good. She's a fighter. What were we talking about? Oh, this year's hunt. So this year's hunt, so we had these items in the... What? Oh man, there's little Cass. Oh no, Cass has been abandoned by his parents. I know, I met him. Hi, little Castiel. You know what's incredible? This little guy is walking around, he's just walking down here, and he has no idea how utterly adorable he is. He just thinks this is normal. He's dressed as Castiel, he has wings on. He's named Castiel. Hi. Are you a bird? Are you a bird? Can you fly? Oh. Saw the video and was like getting her friends to retweet it or something, which was the item. You had to get people to retweet this video. And then went over to her grandfather's house, who was having a stroke. And because of the video, she was like, oh, you're having a stroke, we're calling the 911. And it probably saved him from serious harm. It was totally awesome. Yeah, we had a good year for doing some good things. We've raised so much money for those Syrian refugee families. I think we're at almost $220,000. And the amazing thing, and we started with one family where we thought we'll just target everybody's attention and we'll see if we can change the situation of one family. We can't solve all the problems, but we can change one family who's having a really, really miserable experience. And then the floodgates opened, the Gish floodgates opened, and it was like, oh, we have to find another family. Like, we have enough money to take care of this family for the next 3 years. Get them into an apartment, get them food, get them housing, get the kids in school. We had enough money for that family for 3 years, and then we added another family, and then we had enough money for them to get housing and medical attention and get the kids in school for 3 years. So we added 2 more families, and now we have enough money that we're looking for another family to. It is very cool to be able to play a game that, by the way, the intention of Gish is not it's not trying to like sugarcoat charitable activities so that the bad taste goes down easier or something like that. The point is to have an amazing time with a game, and I think part of the fun of the game is finding ways that we can do good things, but it's not like the purpose, and we're not trying to find a sneaky way to get people to be charitable or something. It's just an awesome integrated thing into the fabric of the game, which I really love. And this year was really good for that. We also raised another $50,000 for clean water in Africa, which is amazing. So good work, everybody who did that, and good work, everybody who didn't do it, because you saved yourself a tremendous amount of suffering, which is also good. So it's a win-win across the board.
Hi. First off, I just want to thank you for existing, because I do think that the world is a way better place because you're in it.
That is very kind of you to say, thank you.
You're welcome. My question is actually, you did such a phenomenal job of playing Lucifer this year, so I was wondering what other character...
Can we have this woman ask all of the questions? Yes?
I was wondering what other character from Supernatural's history you think you could portray as awesome as you did Lucifer.
Gene. That's a good one. Sam. I think I could play, I mean, any of them well. Probably. We have kicked around the idea of somehow having Dean, you know, like Castiel's possessed by the spirit of Dean or something like that, so we could do that. And I kind of workshopped it with the writers to make sure that they, you know, that they felt it could work, and it did work. Because I was like, I can show you. It was like, hey, Sam, I can't find the demon knife. And the writers were pretty impressed. Yeah, it was pretty cool. This was a couple of years ago. I remember distinctly Adam Glass being like, man, that was so weird, because it was like I was looking at Castiel's face, but it was just so clearly Dean. Yeah. The Sam, I really want some more pie. You know? I guess it's just because, like, you know, we've been around each other so much, and I can like pick up on the nuances of the character stuff. Like, damn, God damn it, Sam, the pie looks good. If you guys, if anybody happen to be, you know, videoing that, you just go ahead and don't post that on Jensen's social media feeds. Hi.
It's a little bit overdue, but in Lazarus Rising, the handprint on Dean's shoulder, was it really your hand? Did they use your hand as a stencil?
Yes, they did. That was actually, you know, that was my first episode on the show, and at the time, they didn't think that I was going to be on the show for long. So there's a little bit of a different attitude. They treat actors a little bit differently when they're just coming and going. It's sort of like, I mean, frankly, they treat us as, you know, the actors that are guest stars that are just going to be on for a short while are treated as disposable, essentially. And so what they did is they actually put my hand in a hot furnace until the blood inside my hand was boiling and blistering, and it was so hot that when I touched his skin, it transferred a burn to him. So that's how they did that. That was earlier on in the show. That was only season 4, so a lot of the computer, you know, CGI technology wasn't where it is today. So they were doing a lot more of that kind of stuff. I've actually had a complete hand transplant since then. So I can't feel anything. I can't feel anything in this hand. Was it this hand or was it the other one? There you go. Yeah. Yeah, so a little sort of behind the scenes information about how we do some of the makeup and stuff on the show. Does he still have that scar? It kind of went away, didn't it? Yeah. Yes, he did. That's what it was. He had a skin graft. It's funny, actually. I mean, you guys don't know this, but Dean, you know, he had that handprint on his shoulder, and what they did, because that's like a very prominent place, and you can see it a lot, like whenever you are wearing a tank top or something, you see this handprint scar, and that's pretty weird if you think about it, you know? Like, it looks like you were touched by some weird monster, right? And then, you know, for poor Dean, everybody was asking a lot of questions and stuff like that. So what they did is they did a skin graft, and they took a piece of skin that's like this, that looks just like that, off of his right butt cheek, and they grafted it onto his shoulder. So now he has like a handprint, you know, mark on his butt, but you know, it's not nearly as prominent. So, pardon me? Okay, that felt like a non sequitur. Thank you. Hi.
Hi, Misha. I'm sorry if my voice is shaky, but this is my first convention, and I saw my name up there. I was like, thanks, Jesus.
Baby Jesus got involved here. That's amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing.
Can I just sidebar for 1 second? So somebody recently said whenever I was Castiel, they were like, well, you know, I shouldn't be laughing about this. Well, you know how, like, whenever you're Castiel and you touch Dean's shoulder, you touch Dean on the right shoulder, but whenever you were possessed by somebody else or a human, you touch Dean on the left shoulder, right? And I was like, oh yeah. And they said, was that in the script, or was that director's choice, or is that just actor's choice? And I was like, no, that's across the board, always in the script. Not in the script. And she walked away when I was like, no idea. So I think that woman still thinks that is true. But the truth is, a lot of the times it's like, wait a minute, we don't know, nobody on set can remember how to do these things. Like, so wait a minute, when we're teleporting, what do I do? Do I touch you on the forehead? No, that's healing. We touch you on the shoulder. So a lot of times, like, we do the I'm gonna knock you unconscious move when we're trying to teleport or trying to heal somebody, or I'm doing the, you know, suck a demon out of you move when I'm trying to heal you. So Cass is actually like screwing stuff up all the time because neither myself nor anyone else on the crew can remember what we're doing.
Hi again.
Hi again.
Okay, so my question
Yes.
is, a little weird, but I mean...
It's your first con, what the hell? Why not?
I mean, yeah.
Live it up.
So, my question is, why are Cass's lips so chapped? Like, can we get some EOS or baby lips up in here? Like, yeah.
Some what? What are the products that you're pushing?
EOS or baby lips by Maybelline, they're like, come in the different tubes. There's like Dr. Medicine, they're like original,
Are you like a multi-level marketing Maybelline sales rep?
But come to me after the show.
You've got some free samples?
Yeah, I'm into Avon lately.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Cass, so Cass, here's the problem for Cass. Cass has he's in the unfortunate situation of being in a vessel that is portrayed by a guy who goes out in the sun and doesn't wear chapstick. So,
That's
tough luck for him. Thanks so much for your question.
Thank you.
Yeah. I skipped lunch because I assumed he was going to bring food. Last time I go to a Misha panel, I don't know. We didn't even get a cake for poor Jackie. Sorry. Do you have any ideas?
Cannoli's good.
Do you have a good cannoli? Do you have a line on a good cannoli dealer?
Only back in Idaho, where I'm from.
Okay.
So if you want to fly it in.
Okay, great. So I'm now like chartering a jet full of cannolis trying to rush it in time for Jared and Jensen's panel tomorrow. The cookies my kids made, those were delicious. I've done some episodes of this show that we call in our house and on the internet Cooking Fast and Fresh with West. And it's basically, for those of you who haven't seen it, it's basically my son like grabs whatever off of the grocery store shelves and then makes a catastrophic mess in the kitchen and cooks it all together in some horrific poisonous concoction that I then pretend to enjoy. And it looks very fun, and we edit out all the parts of the video where I'm like, stop it, you shit, and everybody posts like, oh my god, you're the best dad ever, I'm totally gonna do this with my kids. And people always do that. People always was like, oh my god, I'm gonna totally do this with my kids. And then that account goes dormant and you never hear from them again. And I know what's happened. They've gone through a similar experience, and it's been very traumatic for everybody involved. and they're no longer speaking to their children. And I, this initially started because my son is very sort of independent and strong-willed, and we'd go to the grocery store, we'd go shopping, we'd come home, and there'd be like, who bought the fucking ham hock? Like, we don't eat pig's feet, what are these doing? And like, we just have these weird items that we had never even noticed on the grocery store shelves in there. Or like fluorescent colored candies in like the big super packs. Like I don't actually know how they managed to get checked out. I think he must have had like a total strategy. He'd put it in, he'd put it under something else, and then he'd slip it up onto the belt, and then he'd like go and like pee in the aisle while they're checking it out. So we go, no, don't do that. And then it would wind up in a bag, and we'd get home, and we'd be like, who the hell got 15 pounds of Swedish fish? And so we do these things, and this really was, he sort of started it, and we basically, like the first one, we were just basically filming what was already happening in our house. But I caution you, don't do that with your children. Like, it sets them on the wrong course, where they think that they can just create explosions in your kitchen. And now I'm like, what do you think you're doing? Like, what kind of an animal does this at 6:30 in the morning? Like, all I want to do is I want a fucking cup of tea, and I can't have that because there's like soggy Cheerios mashed into every corner of the couch. Like this, who gave you this idea? And he's like, Dad, you did. You made those videos, and everybody thinks they're funny. So just be aware. Very dangerous. Olympic men's volleyball, and she's like, wow, really into it. And so she took off her clothes, and she's like, wow. Sort of like going like this on the couch, like almost like shadowing their moves. And then she goes, uh-oh, Dad, uh-oh, oh no, Dad, oh no. And I'm like, what? I said, what? I'm pooping. Long story short, she pooped a lot, and she was like, sorry Mason for telling the story. I'll never do it again. But she caught a lot of it in her hand because she's like, and then she realized like, what am I gonna do with this? And then she was like, ugh. And this was all because we don't allow them to watch TV, it turns out. Because she was so excited to be watching TV that she didn't want to go to the bathroom. So she was like, I wouldn't want to miss, I'll miss some TV, and there's such a precious little television time. Oh, hi guys. This is an unfortunate glimpse into a Misha panel. We don't normally talk about stuff like this. That's weird that you're there.
That's exactly how I imagined your house was.
Note to self, don't sit on the couch.
How long have you guys been there?
For a while.
Okay, good. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, it was a mess, but we got it all clean. She went up to the bathroom, and I was like, I carried her like up to the bathroom, and I was like, Mason, finish on the toilet. And she was like, okay, but first I gotta wash my hands. And then she peed all over the floor while she was it was great.
It's awesome. It says a lot about Mason, about television.
About television, yeah. About parenting.
Was Mason's answer the same as Wes when you said, who taught you how to poop all over the furniture? You did, Dad. You made those videos and people think they're funny. You want to do one last one? Okay, let's do it.
I just wanted to ask you a show-related question. When you have to do a physical part, when Dean was really whomping on Castiel, when he killed the Steins, and then Castiel talked to him, how do you prepare for a really physical scene like that where you get thrown all over the place?
What did you say? You can always tell when someone says inappropriate things because there's a smattering of cackling around. So to prepare for a scene, if we're going to do very sort of precise, like stage combat stuff, it's very important for everybody to get very inebriated in advance. To just limber you up. We do a little bit of practicing. You know, we rehearse it so that you know. I don't know if you know this, but we don't just like go randomly swinging at each other and hope that we don't hit each other. We actually say, all right, you're going to do 2 punches, and then you're going to get up off the ground, and you're going to kick him in the balls, and then you're going to bite his ear and rip it off. And, so we sort of meticulously choreograph it. We'll do a version of it in a wide shot, and then we'll do some close-up shots, and then they'll do a pass with the stunt guys, and those are all the ones that look legitimate. We had one scene where Sam was possessed by, what's his name? Gadriel. And the idea is Cass comes out of nowhere and just punched him and knocked his lights out, right? And everybody, for some reason, like Bob Singer and Jensen and a bunch of some writers, everybody happened to be behind the monitors at this point. And we did the first take, and everybody's like, yeah, that was hilarious. And, oh, you were serious? Because apparently my like big knockout punch to Gadriel had looked like. So that was a slightly sobering moment for me. I mean, they really came out like, you got it. That was. Oh. My bad. Thank you.
Great story, man. Home run. Don't. Misha Collins, how has this year in Minneapolis compared to last year in Minneapolis? Are you enjoying this year better?
What was it that you said in the hallway? Richard came up in the hallway and he was like, hey, if you're feeling like nostalgic or anything, we could, maybe go out later, arrange for a mugging.
In fairness, I offered to mug you myself. I'd rally up some thugs and mug you.
So far it's been very boring compared to last year.
Yeah.
Very boring, yeah. Which is great.
And it's weird walking around with your wallet in your pants, probably. That's gonna feel strange. I've never been to Minneapolis with my own phone.
I can see out of both eyes.
Hey, I can smile without blood pooling in my mouth. Oh, we digress. I would argue too soon.
That's fair.
Somehow, I think their emotional reaction to your mugging, which is a horrific thing. We're now laughing about it in hindsight. They're like, hey, Rich, Misha, Rob, come on. But, let's not joke about that. That's not funny. But boy, they cackled like crazy people about you shitting on the couch, man. All the gloves come off when it comes to kids ruining crap with crap. You people, you confusing lot. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, an unharmed Misha Collins.